Hey everybody. So after my last video, I've decided to make another video. And when I first made my first video, I had this long, it was actually a really long video as to start with. And it was all about my phone interview. Somewhere along the process of editing that first video, the rest of the video got lost somewhere on my computer. Which is fine because it was way too long, and but it was just about the phone interview, and I'm actually decided to do another video, hopefully maybe next week, further along when I'm waiting to get accepted, to make a video about my phone interview and the questions she asked. So that'll be coming hopefully eventually. But for right now, while I wait for my interview, while I wait to hear from my interview, which it was on Monday. And today is Sunday, so it's been almost a week, and I'm going insane. I cannot wait to hear back, and which is okay. They said I should hear back by the 3rd, and today is the 31st. So hopefully in the next 3 days, I will find out if I've been accepted or not. But in the meantime, I'm going insane and watching every Disney video or song that I have. So while I'm waiting, I decided to do the Disney tag video, which I've seen a couple places around, and I wasn't actually sure what it was exactly. So I looked into it, and there's a bunch of questions that it's just like questions about yourself and about Disney, which I decided would be perfect so that we can talk about Disney. So I guess I'm just gonna start right off. The first question was who was my favorite character? There's like a lot, like favorite character, favorite princess. So for favorite character, it would definitely be Olaf. And you can't see my room right now, but I have like an Olaf bed. I have like 3 plush Olafs. I have one that sings. I have a Christmas one. He's just the most adorable person and the most adorable character. I love Olaf. And I never actually got to meet him because you could never meet him when you were in Florida. I know he did meet and greets in California, and I would love to meet him. So that's bucket list for California. Second question, my favorite princess. When I was younger, it was Cinderella. But when Rapunzel came around, she was just this quirky, fun princess, and I adore her. So right now it's kind of Rapunzel and Cinderella. I have like 2. Favorite heroine? This one I wasn't too sure about, but I went with Miss Bianca because she is a definitely underrated heroine, kind of, in a movie. Her and, oh my gosh, I don't remember his name. The other mouse. Oh, this is really bad. My poor Disney skills. But Miss Bianca, and especially because I have the name with her, we share a name, so I thought that would be fantastic. I don't think I have it up on my wall, but I got a pin. I finally found one when I was down in Florida I think it was Epcot, where they had a pin of Miss Bianca, and I was like, I just have to get it because we share a name. After that, my favorite prince. That's a given. It's Flynn Rider or Eugene Fitzherbert because, come on. He's perfect. Favorite hero? I went with Simba because I feel like Simba's also another underrated kind of hero. He definitely saved his kingdom. He's pretty cool. Favorite animal? Pascal. He's adorable. He's also underrated. I want to definitely get a little plush. I'm surprised I didn't get it when I was down there. I got Olaf. I have 5 Olafs, but I never got a Pascal. And I know they have him down there, so maybe, hopefully, the next time I'm down in the park, I might get a Pascal. So we'll see. Favorite sidekick, aside from Olaf and Pascal, would be Timon and Pumbaa, because if I was a character and they were my sidekicks, I think they would have a fantastic time. Favorite villain. That was a tough one, because I don't really like too many villains, but I went with Gaston. He's really evil, if you think about it, but he's also pretty cool, and he's one character that I so wanted to meet when I was down in Florida. He meets right near Belle's Village, and every time I was in that area, when I wasn't working, he wasn't meeting. The only times he did meet were times that I wasn't there, or I was working, and I just never get to meet him. So he's another bucket list person that I'd want to meet with. Favorite original character? Mickey. He's the boss. He's got to be everyone's favorite. Favorite song from a movie would be A Dream is a Wish. That's just the most magical song I think ever. It's beautiful. And after seeing the new Cinderella movie, I also love it even more. Like, she has such, Lily James has such an amazing voice, and at the end of the movie, in the credits, they play Dream is a Wish, and it's beautiful. Like, I love her voice. She does a great job. Favorite villain song? I thought that was a weird question. I decided the Mob song. I went to research the name of it. I don't know if that's actually the right name. I think it's the Mob song. I'm not entirely sure. From Beauty and the Beast, when they go to, like, storm the castle and get the beast, it's, like, the most fun, like, song, I think, for a villain. Least favorite song, I don't know the name of this. I think it's this, I don't know the name of it. I think it's just Siamese. We are Siamese Cats. The Siamese Cats song from Lady and the Tramp. I just don't like it. I don't really know why. It's just one of the songs that I was just like, you could just skip that part of the movie. I don't really know. Favorite kiss? Definitely Rapunzel and Flynn. He basically just, like, killed himself to save her, and then she saves him, and they kiss at the end, so it's really cute. Favorite classic movie? Cinderella, definitely. First movie I ever saw? I meant to ask my mom if she even remembered this, because I honestly don't remember the first Disney movie that I ever saw. I don't remember far back. That I know we watched a lot of classics. We had all the classics, like, on VHS, and we watched them all the time. But the very first movie that I ever saw, I'm not entirely sure. We definitely saw one in theaters. Don't remember which one it was. Maybe it was Beauty and the Beast. I don't actually remember. Least favorite classic, this movie, James and the Giant Peach. This movie makes me so uncomfortable, and I'm, like, so afraid of this. I don't know why. I feel like I was traumatized by this movie when I was a kid for some reason, because I can't even to this day, like, the characters that are, like, giant, I don't know if they're giant insects, I really don't know, but it creeps me out. I just don't like it. Favorite Pixar movie? Up? Definitely. It's Up. We'll move on to that. That's another subject. Least favorite Pixar movie would be Cars. It's a cute movie. I loved the movie, like the first one, but it's just not my favorite. It didn't do much for me. Favorite sequel? Toy Story 2. I might even like this almost a little bit more than the original. The original's amazing. Like, Toy Story 1 is amazing. Toy Story 2 with Barbie, and it's such a good movie. I loved the second one. Overrated movie? I would say Cars, definitely, because they've made, like, Cars 2, and I think there's a third one coming out, or is out, I'm not entirely sure. And then they made Planes, and they made, like, a Planes 2, and they just took it to, like, a whole nother level, and I wasn't a big fan of Cars to begin with, so. Underrated movie, Meet the Robinsons. This was a movie that I watched, I think it was the first day I moved in with my roommates down in Florida. First day we met each other, it was, like, the night of us moving in. It had rained, like, all day, and we decided we were gonna go to the kitchen sink and do the kitchen sink at Beaches and Cream, and we were all just really, really tired. We had to get up there early the next day, so we just ended up staying and watching a movie, and we watched Meet the Robinsons, and it was just the perfect movie to watch that day, because the whole idea of the film is to keep moving forward, and, like, that's how their, like, life motto is in the movie, and keep moving forward is actually part of a quote from Walt Disney. So it was just, like, the perfect end to, like, my first day in Disney. So that was awesome. What else? Oh, another underrated movie, Enchanted. The live action one. Like, it's animated and then it turns into, like, live action people. And I loved it. I love all the songs. I think they're fantastic. And I love how she's this princess, and then, is it Patrick Dempsey? He's just, like, he thinks she's insane. Like, and I feel like that's me every day with Disney, and I love it. And I love all the music, and people are like, are you crazy? Like, you're really obsessed with Disney. It's really bad. Movie that makes me laugh. Tarzan. I literally can quote, like, every line from Tarzan probably. And when they're babies and when, like, the elephant's little, like, it's just, oh my god, I laugh so hard. It's so funny. That and Finding Nemo, because Finding Nemo is also awesome. Movie that makes me cry. I have two. I had Big Hero 6, because that movie just I did cry a lot in that movie. And then Up. However, I don't cry at Up at the same part everyone else cries at. Everyone else cries at the beginning, when, spoiler alert, right at the beginning when that big tragedy happens. I didn't cry at that part. Yes, granted, it's a very sad part, and I understand that, but I cry at the end. I guess it's kind of like a blissful, happy cry when they're sitting at the end of the movie. They're sitting on the curb and they're like counting red cars and blue cars, and the dog's there, and it's like he gave me Ellie badge, and it's like the perfect moment, and it just like that makes me cry. It's like a happy cry. So that's good. Favorite scene from a favorite movie. From Cinderella, definitely my favorite scene of all time, when they changed the dress from her rags to her gown, and it's just like the most magical Disney scene I feel like ever. And then even with the live action one, again going back to the live action movie, it's the perfect scene. The music goes fantastic with it. The way they change her dress, it's just like this build up of this amazing moment. It's incredible. I love it. Next question. Oh, and then I also love the Rapunzel lantern scene when they're in the boat and they're singing and she falls in love, and it's just, that's another perfect moment. Saddest death, by far, Mufasa. That's not even that's like a total given. Nothing compares to that. That's like the saddest death, I think, in all Disney movies for me. That's so sad and so touching. Favorite quote? Definitely the keep moving forward from Meet the Robinsons. And then there's also the one it's from The Lion King. I don't exactly remember how it goes. It's with Rafiki, and he like swings his stick and he hits Simba in the head, and he's like, ow, that hurt. And then he goes to do it again, and Simba ducks out of the way. And he's like, yeah, the past can hurt us, but you learn from it. You either learn from it or you get hit by it. And it's just like, I think that's how it goes. It goes something along that. I'm going to look it up and like put it in because I don't remember how it exactly goes. But it's like, it perfectly explains your life. Like, you can either learn from the past or run from it. And it's perfect. Favorite theme park. I wasn't sure if they meant favorite Disney World park or theme park, like the separate parks within a park, like the Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom. So I wasn't sure about that, but I've only been to Walt Disney World. I have never been to Disneyland or anywhere else in the world, which I really, really want to go to Disneyland first. And then I want to go to Paris. And then hopefully Shanghai when it opens, because that castle looks amazing. It looks beautiful. So those are my two parks that I want to go to. But my favorite theme park within Disney World would definitely be Magic Kingdom. I don't actually know if I ever told you where I worked. I think I told you where I worked. I worked at Magic Kingdom, and I worked at, it's called Pinocchio's Village House. And I worked there, and you would think that by working there, you wouldn't have liked the park, but I was obsessed with Magic Kingdom. When I wasn't working, I was at Magic Kingdom. Me and my roommate Liz, that's the only park we would ever go to. We'd meet up and we'd be like, okay, Lowell, let's go to this park, but that one closes soon, or we could go here, but that closes soon. But Magic Kingdom was always open late, and we would just get up and go to Magic Kingdom. It was either that or Animal Kingdom. For some reason, those are the only two parks like we ever went to. Or we always ended up there. That's a funny story, because we would post pictures, and it was a running joke with me and Liz and Beatrice that me and Liz would go to a park, and somehow, no matter how the day went, we would end up at Magic Kingdom. That's the end of our day. We would always somehow get back to Magic Kingdom, and Beatrice always laughed at us because we were always there. So that's awesome. Favorite themed attraction, Haunted Mansion by far. I should show you it sometime. On my vanity right over here, I have the mirror, which my sister just got for me for Christmas. It's the little mirror, and on the back it says Master Gracie. It's beautiful. And then I have, the jewelry box that sings the tune. It's beautiful. And I have like a million shirts from it. It's really, really bad. But it's by far my favorite ride. Favorite show. I wasn't sure if they meant like Broadway show or show in the parks. I went with show in the parks because I loved the Lion King show at Animal Kingdom. That's way by far my favorite. Or favorite nighttime show would be Wishes, because it's just so magical. And the last question, favorite love song. I had two. I love So This Is Love. It's like the classic Disney love song. Then I also like I See the Light from Tangled with Rapunzel, because that was just like, it's such a great moment in the movie. So that is all of my Disney tag. I feel like that's all I have to talk to you about. I will probably do an update sometime this week. hopefully, if I hear back from them within the next 3 days. I was even checking my email over the weekend, which was bad because they weren't gonna get back to you on the weekend, but I was still like, who knows, maybe someone like decided I needed to be accepted on a Saturday. But I wasn't. So hopefully this week, in the next 3 days, I get accepted. We don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up and get too excited and then not get accepted. So I'm hoping that I get accepted. I have confidence, but I'm also like, if I don't get accepted, it's okay. It'll be okay. There's other times. Like, I'll go back at some point in my life. So that's it for today. Have a magical day, everybody.